This is a reference of how you should place the joints and what to watch out for. I reduced the display size of joints as shown in Module 2 by going to Display, Animation, Joint Size, and I set it to 0.16 to better see where the joints, especially at the lips, are sitting. Let's zoom in a little and let's have a closer look at that. What you should do is place the mouth corner joints exactly at the position of the mouth corner. We will have a closer look at this later. On as well the upper as the lower lip should be 3 joints in between the mouth corners. One which is placed directly in the middle, and the other 2 should be on approximately 2/3 of the way between the mid joint and the mouth corner joint. What you should also look out for is the Z-axis of the joints, so how deep they are placed within the mouth. Let's have a look to the inside of the mouth. You can see that those joints are placed perfectly in the middle of the width of the upper and lower lip. This is the best position for creating a nice roll out and roll in deformation later for your channels. When you have a closer look at the mouth corner joint, then you can also see that it is in a Z-axis perfectly placed in the middle of the width of your lips, which is the best position to create the best mouth corner deformations. When you create the joints, create them only on one side, place them properly, and afterwards you can mirror them simply over to the other side. For that you temporarily have to parent all the side joints, not the joints which are directly in the middle, to one joint which is placed in the middle, which can for example be one of the mid joints of the lips. Please make sure that it is really in the middle by checking the translate X value, which must be 0. If that's the case, then you can select those joints, parent them temporarily to this one by pressing P on the keyboard, and now you are ready to mirror them over. You have to do that one by one by selecting one joint after the other and then going in the rigging menu to skeleton, mirror joints, and check the options. If your character is aligned properly, which means that its front is aligned to the world Z-axis, then the option that you should choose here in the first line is YZ. What you can also do is having your joints automatically renamed. In my case, you can see that I tagged the side joints with a small L to indicate that these are the joints on the left side, and I can tell Maya that the small L should be replaced with a small R when mirroring them. And that's already it. Now I just have to click apply and do that for each of the joints on the left side. You can see that Maya automatically renames them properly, which is fine. And when you have done this, then you can simply select all of them. Again, you have to do that one by one. And press Shift P on the keyboard to unparent them again. Next joint that you have to create in place is the jaw joint. In its X-axis, it should be directly in the middle of your character. The Y and Z axis is usually defined by the position of your ear, wherever this character might have his ear, so you have to kind of judge or guess. But when you have a character with ears, then you place the jaw joint directly below the ears. So I would say that this is possibly the position where this guy should have its ears, and possibly the lower end of this. When you later skin and rotate the jaw, then of course you want the mouth to be opened. What it can't be at the moment, because the lower lip joints are still fixed to their original position and not following the jaw rotation. So what we have to do next is to parent those joints to the jaw joint. You can decide whether you want to parent the corner joints or not, because we have to control their position in the end with the driven keys and the connection to our animation controls anyways. That doesn't make a huge difference. Let's parent them by selecting first the lower lip joints and then the jaw joint, and then pressing P on the keyboard. So now when you are rotating the jaw joint downwards, then you see that the mouth is opened. Don't worry about the shape for now. This will be done when we define the driven keys and the connection to the controls. You can take the naming that I have done here for the joints as being a reference for your joint naming. Of course, when you just have placed the joints, you do not have a deformation yet. And when you just skinned it, then your deformation will not work from the start on. So what we have to do next is caring for the skinning.